Hello, everybody. Well, gonna be doing a Fallout series now for mods. Now that I've actually long since finished the first playthrough. Uh, as you can tell, my character is female. This was completely unintentional. I was trying to go for a male one, but benefits. So now let's go on for our first mod, and our first mod is actually going to be and improved hair textures. This is Wasteland Salon Hair Texture Improved mod, and it basically takes the hair textures and base and improves upon them. If you've ever seen the vanilla textures for the hair, as you can tell, it's got more tone to it. It's got more depth, and it's not really blurry and just blush looking. So pretty much this is gonna be one of those mods that makes your hairstyle, well, more likable. It also does the same thing for NPCs that also have different hairstyles and whatnot. It actually will make them look a whole lot better. And this mod is by Limo. This is one of the early mods that have been released for Fallout 4, so I'd like to see what other mods come out with this. On to our next mod, and our next mod it can also be viewed pretty much by the same thing. If I can zoom in on the eyes without them going, wonky and disappearing. Uh, the mod I'm trying to show, but apparently I can't get too close to my character for, is called the Eyes of Beauty Fallout Edition by Logram and aka Gabriel. Yeah, I'm not going to try. I'll probably butcher the name. Uh, but it actually makes the eyes look photorealistic and gives them a shine to it. If I could get closer to my character's face without the eyes, up and disappearing on me, let's try one more time. As you can see, they do have a shine to them. They do have a particular look to them. This is, I believe, the Hazel version. There are like a long list of different eye retextures, so I suggest that you go through and check out what they have posted. So let's go on to our next mod, which is going to deal with the Pip-Boy. And for this mod, it is called Black Pip-Boy by Johnson K94, and it does just that. It turns the Pip-Boy black. But there are three different versions of this. If you wanted, you can have the Pip-Boy be black with the text and the different signs that are, well, yellow. So let's get into the Pip-Boy screen. Now that we're in the Pip-Boy screen, you can see that everything kind of just pops on this. You can see the screws a lot better, even though it's black on black. But not only that, you can actually see the lettering on the dials a whole lot more. You can see basically everything a lot better. It's not really distracting. It's not really too, well, load heavy. And there are actually three different versions, as I said before. And I will tell you what those versions are now. Those versions are Pip-Boy Black, which is just the black Pip-Boy with purple labels and green light. There's also the yellow labels default lights, whatever. And there is also the just yellow labels, and it will actually change the color of the lights to green or a greener color. There is also a darker option as well, so you do have about 4 different options to choose from for your downloads, and they are quite good, I believe. I mean, this is really one of those mods that do improve upon things. Our next mod now is going to be over in the map section, and as you can tell, the map section actually does have quite a bit of an improvement. As you can see, the textures for everything has been drastically improved. Little waterways are going to be showing more. Like the actual water is going to be darker, roads are going to be darker. The entire map kind of has a topography about it as well. You can see kind of dense urban areas are going to be, more kind of shaded in. You'll also see the railway systems, the roadways, the highways. And in general, this is going to be one of those mods that you're going to want to get because of the fact that it is quite good. And this mod is actually named Improved Maps with Visible Roads by MM137. And as I said, it does look a lot nicer. It looks a lot cleaner. So this is going to be a mod that you're going to download until something maybe better comes out. But it's going to be quite some time before I think of anything that might be able to beat such a small improvement that makes such a huge impact to your actual gameplay. Alright, now that we've pretty much tackled the two Pip-Boy ones, the hair and the eyes that I had ready for you guys, I do actually have another mod that I would like to show off. And if you notice the landscape, it is going to be a lot nicer for the landscape, the textures and whatnot. Because I have vivid Fallout landscapes, textures in HD original size and low resolution by Hein84, and this actually will improve your gameplay slightly by making it so that's less bulky for the whatever PC that you're running to actually load in the textures. It does actually dramatically improve your gameplay. After I actually installed this game, I noticed that my frames weren't actually all that bad pretty quickly, actually. So this is actually a pretty good endorsement for a mod, I'd have to say. My current game is running at medium, and I have to say it still looks really nice, a lot better than what it used to look like. So, again, this is going to be another one of those mods that you're going to want to get. So, now we have one less mod, and I will show that off now. And the next mod, and our last one for this episode, is called Craftable Ammo by KR1CK. And in the alchemy tables, or whatever you want to call it, I forget what they're called now, you'll find a utilities tab. If you go over to the utilities tab, you'll see a long list of different ammos that you can make. As long as you have the materials, you can make them. They do have one that is a version that if you have a high enough perk, you can do it. You'll be able to unlock the ability to craft the ammo, and they also have one that makes it so that if you don't want to use any kind of perk system in order to unlock ammo, you can still use that. This is actually a good mod if you continuously use ammo like 308s or 50 cal or 10 millimeter like I do all the time, and you're constantly just burning through your ammo. You'll be able to craft, depending on what version you download, either the single round, 25, 50, or 100 rounds at a time. So this is going to be one of those ones that you will be needing if you burn through the rarer ammos quite often. As you can see, to make 308s, you'll need acid, cloth, copper, lead, and steel. So let's just craft some of that. As you can see, it comes up with the list of different things that you have, so make it. And I've just created 25 rounds of 308. And as you can see, I actually still have quite a bit of materials I can use to craft this, but I will end it here now. That's not what I wanted to do. But as you see, you can also make the cryo cells, so if you do get that gun out of Vault 111, then you can actually make more ammo for that. Also, mini nukes. You can make mini nukes as well. Even though they're not exactly all that rare in this game, I mean, I'm carrying more mini nukes than I will ever use at this point. But missiles, not so much. It's kind of nice to be able to make missiles as well. Like another one I used that burned through is shotgun shells. So, as you can see, any kind of ammunition in this game that you want, you can make and not ever have to run out. But it will use up your resources that you can use for your different settlements. So just keep that in mind. I hope you liked this episode, and join me for maybe next week's episode, or even perhaps the live stream that I do on Wednesdays. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. If there's any mods that you would like me to check out, I will take a look at them, and maybe I might actually do something with them. Take care. See ya.